Oh, so you have to hit it. It doesn't automatically...
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the What's the Happening podcast. I accidentally forgot to record my audio. I am a big dummy poo-poo stinky idiot. I am going to give you a quick TLDR for the past, 10 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, to my right, if I am sitting down in this chair, is Savi. She has a lot of news to cover today, and I have not heard a lot of it, but none of it was disclosed in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, the bulk of the podcast has not been disclosed yet. We had our songs of the week. Mine is Airhead by Honey Revenge. It's like Paramore vibes. His is whatever yours was. I already forgot it.
It is the Emptiness Machine by Linkin Park, the new Linkin Park song off of the new album. Not King is the Crown. That one is also a banger, but not that one.
Yep, so everybody go down in the comments and make fun of James for not hitting record on his audio. Give him a round of applause.
Yep.
Yay.
Thank you. Anyway,
okay,
back
so
to the main topic.
Address the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room being a large life change that I am making. Currently,
and that
as
is?
we speak, most of it was today. Alright, everybody drum roll. I am going back to school.
What? Wait,
yeah,
okay.
So I haven't told James anything because I wanted the shock factor.
Oh,
so
okay.
I am going back to school to, so I want to work in UI design for games.
Oh.
So I'm going back to school. Right now it's looking like I'm going to go for another bachelor's in game art and development.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I've been spending all day doing today. I've been on the phone with my mom about everything, and I literally spent all day talking to her, so I'm very tired. But,
wow.
Yeah, so...
Yeah,
so basically the past 2.5
field.
weeks, I have been doing research on things that I wanted to do. I've been talking to Nathan about everything in life and where I've been at. I basically have been suffering through the job market for a month and a half, and I essentially was like, what am I doing with my life? This sucks. I don't want to do this anymore. And I was like, what if I just did something else? So I still have my bachelor's in geology. I mean, I'm never going to lose that. That's not going to go anywhere. But I have learned that that's not what I want to do. So I am switching.
Wow.
And I was looking at a master's, but masters are not cheap.
Nope.
And it would be better for me, especially since I have zero experience in any form of anything for that, to just get the foundations in a bachelor. So yeah, hi.
Wow, that's exciting. Well,
Yeah.
It wasn't the news I was expecting.
What were you expecting? Because you were
I
like,
thought you got engaged.
You have to figure everything out, and you have to hide it from me. What do you mean you have to figure it out? No, we didn't get engaged yet. He doesn't even have the fucking ring.
I thought you got engaged, dog. I was so excited. I was like,
no,
I literally said, "Is it the update we've been waiting for?"
No,
and you're like, "Yeah, I've kind of been hiding it." And I'm like, "What do you mean?"
No.
She's trolling.
How am I trolling? I didn't lie or troll or anything. I was just like, I've just been waiting to tell people because I've been trying to figure it out for 2 weeks.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, to put it bluntly, I thought she texted me and she's like, I have a big life update. Me thinking that my friends got engaged. I was very excited. Very excited.
Not yet.
But that did not happen.
Be patient. Patience, young
Soon.
Padawan.
Soon.
TM.
Soon.
He's
But
waiting on the ring to come in the mail.
anyhow, that's exciting. That's exciting news.
Yeah, so I essentially just like sat down and I thought about it. I was like, what would I want to do? Right? Like,
so yeah,
and
like
then, and then I really thought about it. I was like, what have I been doing my whole life? Right? And I play video games. So, like, that's pretty much all I do ever. And I was like, I've been doing this for 15 years. I have a lot of knowledge from the player aspect, right? So, and I mean, I've played a variety of games, and I thought about what my favorite part of games is to maybe better figure out, like, a discipline that I could do, like something specific, right? And my favorite part of video games is how they make me feel, right? How your experience is, TM, right? And a big part of that is the UI, the user interface. And it's your health bars, it's your menus, it's your things that pop up on the screen when you do things. It's, you know, it's part of the experience. And so UX/UI design is a sort of up-and-coming thing in the gaming industry, and the gaming industry itself is pretty oversaturated, but nobody wants to make UIs. So it's actually kind of a job market that companies are looking for, because game devs don't want to make their UIs. They want to give the job to somebody else to do. So so yeah. Hold on.
That's exciting.
I'm getting political text messages. Anyway,
I love it.
It's part of living in a battleground state is that they will not fucking leave me alone. I get like 4 every day. But anyway,
That's
I'll have to talk about that because I don't want to. But so I decided, and I was like doing research on everything, like what jobs there are, like what degree do I need, blah blah. And a lot of it was, don't waste your money on a degree, you can figure it out yourself. Some people were like, yeah, but like if you have no experience building portfolios, college can help you with that, blah 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 blah. So ultimately for me, I know that as much as I didn't enjoy college, I know that that's the best way I learn. Like I am not good at self-taught. So I knew school would be something that I would need to do. Like there are boot camps and courses and certifications and stuff like that are out there, but I mean ultimately they all still cost money, right? So yeah, so I was like, okay, what I wasn't sure like what I should do that would get me close to, like, as close to UI work as possible, right? So I remembered that Nathan and Fee have friends that we are all friends with that are in the game industry right now. One of Nathan's high school friends actually is he's a character designer, and then his girlfriend is currently looking for lighting jobs, like cinematic lighting and stuff like that for games.
Oh.
So I reached out to them for more information, and they've been helping me a lot with just general information and resources and stuff like that. And so it was Sunday night, I think. Sunday night I like got on a call with them. This was like after Nathan went to bed, and like I was up until 3 a.m. doing stuff. So essentially what happened was Ash, the girlfriend who was going into lighting, she started reaching out to people she knew for me, which was crazy because I have zero experience, right?
Yeah.
So she was reaching out to people who were like in UI UX, and she's also reaching out to like her friends who were working on personal projects and everything, and she got one of her friends to join the chat, and we like started playing Monster Hunter because they all got on and they were like, yeah, we're doing Monster Hunter, blah blah, and I was like, all right, I'll join. And we just started talking about it, and then their friend joined, and so I was like telling him about me and like what I'm wanting to do, blah blah blah, and he was like, okay, well, I'll send you my project and you can help me build my UI.
Yo! Yo! Huge!
And I was like, what?
Huge.
No way.
Big so for the program.
This person works for Epic, by the way. Epic Games. Epic Game. But they
Epic
have a personal Epic James. They have a personal project that they're working on or have been working on. So he sent it. I don't know how much info. I mean, like, I haven't signed an NDA or anything, but I don't want to disclose too much information about the game. But he basically told me, I was like, are you sure? Like, I have zero. I have nothing. I don't even have the programs to work on this stuff. And he was like, yeah, like, I literally don't care. Like, and I was like, I can give you my creative output, like, on what I think would maybe look good or whatever. And he was like, yeah, just, like, let me know. And so, yeah, and he was like, yeah, basically all the people that have worked on this project with me, like, the majority of them aren't even in the game development, like, field, so it's fine. I literally don't care. And I was like, okay.
Yo, fuck, that's fuck, huge.
Bro? So, that's exciting. I'm currently working on a UI.
Well, to further open your doors, you should hit up Nathan. Not Nathan. You should hit up...
Nathan's my boyfriend. I hit him up every day. What do you mean?
You definitely do something to him.
What does that
mean? Domestic violence. Fuck it. Let's go international.
Okay.
Anywho, to further open your doors, I think you should hit up Gareth, because Gareth works at Nintendo. He's a DevOps engineer.
Oh yeah.
You're. Big though. That's huge.
Sorry, my mom is messaging me.
You're good. Just don't let it happen again.
So sorry. That derailed me a little bit.
You're good.
But yeah, okay. Which one is Gareth again?
He's Domingo. He's not as...
Oh, yeah.
He's not as active.
I've talked to him briefly a few times.
Yeah, he's not.
He shows up
active.
every once in a while.
Yeah, because he's been super busy, and like he moved to Washington to work for Nintendo.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing. I'm looking for remote, so I'm primarily probably just going to be looking at indies for the most part, because most indies right now, at least in time, like, they're all remote.
Huh. Interesting.
So I'm not really in it for the money. I'm in it because I know I'm going to enjoy it. I mean, fuck, I've been playing games for 15 years. I better fucking enjoy it. But yeah, so I mean, I'm not really trying to shoot for the stars here. I'm not trying to go for fucking Square Enix or Epic or Sony or fucking Blizzard or Bungie or, you know, any of the large ones like Activision. I'm not trying to shoot for the stars here.
I mean, it's not, I would say later down the road, like, it's not a bad thing to shoot for the stars.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but you know.
Yeah, like keeping yourself in a realistic perspective is a good thing, but never lose that optimism, especially down the road. Is what I would say.
Yeah. So anyway, but yeah.
Dang. You're gonna still continue streaming, right? So what's the game plan? What's the game plan? Like,
the school that I've applied for, which is probably going to be the one that I go for, they're on like a trimester system, so it's like 2 classes for 8 weeks each term, and there's 6 terms. But I might not even need to go for that long because I have a whole ass bachelor's degree behind me, and so a lot of my credits are probably going to transfer over. So it probably will only take me about like 2 years or so.
That's actually huge.
Yeah.
That's actually huge because like when I don't know, like, I
mean, if you think about it, like, I've had my maths, I've had my humanities, I've had my communications, I've had my public speaking, I've had my Englishes, I've had my histories. I've done all that already. I did that, got the t-shirt, right? And so, I mean, they said like 90 credit hours transfer over. So, I mean, it's just gonna, the thing that's gonna depend is on if the classes that I specifically took qualify for like their list that they have, right? So you pick one for this category, and then you can pick one for this category, right? And they give you a list of classes that you can pick. I just have to make sure that the ones that I've taken already will fit the pick one, right? So it might end up me having to take like one or something like that to qualify or to fulfill a requirement for a gen ed, but it's very likely that a lot of mine are going to transfer over. So,
well, I hope so, because like thinking about like for me, at least when you first brought it up, like I was thinking like 4 years is a lot, but
no, I guess now I have a whole degree.
I know that you have a degree, and I was just like, I don't know. When I hear bachelor's, it's like a 4-year stint. But thinking about it and thinking about like my experience, like, yeah, it's pretty tame, especially like the earlier stuff. So it's like even some of the stuff that you do in 4 years is just generic stuff. So yeah,
I mean, yeah, like any college will tell you your first 2 years are all gen eds.
Yeah.
It's usually how it goes, and then all of the junior and senior classes are gearing you towards your career.
Well, that's good that it's going to be like, or at least like the plan is to do 2 years, so that's good.
Well, I mean, that's just an estimate. I don't actually know, but it'll just depend on which of my credits will qualify. So
Word. Well, that's exciting.
But yeah, so I'm very excited. Do I have regrets? A little bit, but I want to do something that will make me happy, and I thought geology would be it, but it's not, and that's okay, you know?
Yeah.
That's okay. People change their careers all the time. People go back to school all the time. Like, I mean, damn, like, I saw a video the other day of some lady, she's, like, in her 70s, and she's going back to school. Like, I hope that ain't gonna be me, but,
Dog.
like, you literally could. You
could, like, completely 90 degree it at 70 years old, but, you know, I feel like good for her. Good for her.
Right? Yeah, but I'm gonna be chilling
hitting that
at
at 70, like just being at 70 and be like, dude, I should be retired. My ass should not be going back to school.
Yeah, I think they were like going for like entrepreneur or something because they like wanted to do a business or whatever. But
yeah, I mean, you know, Godspeed is what I'd say.
I'm glad I got the shock factor from you.
Yeah, that.
I was like, I was honestly.
I thought you were going to.
I was debating on telling you earlier. I really was, but then I was like, what if I just saved it for the podcast? Then we would get the whole shock factor, right? And also, this is kind of also, I'm gonna post this to my streaming Discord and let everybody know, like, hey, here's a huge life change that's happening for me. Watch the podcast if you want to know what it is, right? So, this is also my announcement to my community for my live streams that I'm gonna go back to school.
Wow.
I'll probably do a more formal update, and obviously I'm gonna have a schedule change because it's gonna be like 15 hours a week of school, so I'm not gonna have as much time to stream as I want, but I will hopefully still be able to do it. But yeah.
So what's the plan? Like,
So I wanted to keep looking around at schools, but I might honestly just settle for the one that I have.
Yeah.
For the one that I'm looking at. They called me, like, I applied, I hit the button on my web browser, and then they immediately called me. And their application was complimentary, like, we went through the whole process, which is crazy, because a lot of schools, you have to pay a crap ton of money to apply. Just to give them your information and apply. Like, it's actually a scam. But this one was free, and they were extremely helpful, and she, like, was very interested in my story. Like, the admissions person was very interested in my story and was very helpful, and like, even the questions that she didn't know, she said that she would find out and email them to me and everything. And so yeah. One thing I do have to gripe about, though, it has nothing to do with the school, it just has everything to do with the government. So I was going to do my FAFSA, right, which is like your federal aid that you fill out every year, right? So I logged into my old account, right, that I had from when I was in school, and it said that I still, like, so there's Pell Grant that you get, and it's like a lifetime thing or whatever for your degree, right? And so, just TLDR of it, it's 600%, and I had only used like 300 something percent. So I still had like 230 something percent left to use, right? That's what FAFSA told me. So then I'm on the phone with the financial aid lady for the school that I applied for, and she's like, yeah, since you've completed a full bachelor's degree, you don't get to use the rest of that. And I was like, huh?
What?
Yeah, because I've technically finished a degree. Whatever's left in that FAFSA, I don't get to use it for a different degree. Ain't that some bullshit, bro?
That is some shit.
At the end of the day, it wouldn't have been that much, right? But still, like, why are you gonna tell me that I have this and then I'm not able to use it? Like, bruh, that pissed me off so much. I even told the lady, I was like, okay, well, that's really dumb, but I know it's the government, so I'm not mad at you, I'm mad at the government. And she was like, yeah, I'm sorry. She was nice about it, but I was like, bruh. So
that is some straight up shit.
Yeah, I was like, fucking, what the fuck? He just fucking got gaslighted, but yeah. But I'm really excited.
As you should be.
And, you know, it's a game art design and development degree, so I'm going to learn a little bit of development stuff too. And you know what? I might even find something else that I am interested in the, not just UI, but like anything else, you know what I mean? I don't know. I know that I really would like to go into UI, but I might like something else, you know? So
yeah, I mean, I think anything in that realm is pretty flexible. And I think generally, regardless of what you get, you can pretty much flex it any which way you kind of want, especially in that realm.
Yeah.
So, that's good.
Well, what's been going on with you?
Me?
Yeah.
Not a whole lot. Life has been pretty chill. Life has been pretty chill. It's been good. everything is like kind of settled down. Life has hit that nice little plateau, I would say, in a good way, not like a bad way. There's a lot of things that I think generally life in general, like work, my life outside of work and, you know, my hobbies and all that jazz, like everything has been giving me the satisfaction that I enjoy. So generally I cannot complain about anything right now. Dating scene sucks.
Yeah.
Well, okay, actually, I can't really say that, mainly because I still need to, like, go out and do stuff, and, like, go out and talk to people, which, it's so daunting. So daunting, especially in, like, today's age, where it seems like, with how social, like, humans are supposed to be, it is so hard to actually do that.
You know the reason?
Why?
Our cellular devices.
True, that's all.
And the internet. That is why.
Damn phone.
That's why.
Yeah, and it's insane.
And you know, I always consider myself extremely blessed that I found my partner, my lifetime partner, online through video games. Again, here we are with the video games. But, like, it... throughout my relationship with him, like, I would always give advice to other people, and it would be extremely hard. Like, we didn't have the traditional, you go on dates and, you know, you do that, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We were long distance for 5 years. And we've been dating for, like, 7.5. So, like, 80% of that was long distance. Playing video games, just chilling online, doing things online completely. And I would go visit him every once in a while. And then I moved closer to where he was going to college, and then we finally, like, got a sense of, like, dating, you know what I mean, of, like, actually how people do it, right? Like, we would go out and eat, we would go out and do things, like, and, you know, we only got to that 5 years in, right?
Yeah.
So I always found it hard to give advice, but and people would always be like, well, how do you and Nathan do it? And I'm like, well, it's not going to be the same as you, because you know us, right? And so it's like, I don't know. I always tell people, just find a gamer boyfriend. I don't know. But it's not that simple, right?
Yeah, it's not that simple. Because, like,
it's not that simple, because gamers are fucking, you know, we're gamers. And contrary to popular belief, gamer people have large standards for their life, for their career, for everything, right? Like, my boyfriend is an engineer. He had that on lock, like, since I've known him, right? He knew what he was gonna do, and he was gonna do it, whether or not I was with him or not, right?
Yeah.
And so that's how a lot of gamers are. People think that gamers don't give a fuck about life and just would rather play video games all day long, blah, blah, blah. And while there are people out there that are like that, that's not the majority. That's actually the minority of people.
Yeah. And, like, generally, like, if you take a look at, like, us, for example, like, you know, Nathan's an engineer and he does all this stuff, and, like, he has a life outside of video games, too. And it's like, you know, a large majority of our habits are gaming as well, but, like, we also do shit outside of it.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
we just went to Dave & Buster's, like, a couple weeks ago for one of his coworkers' parties. Like, we go out and do things, and and we just had people over. Like, we hosted a game night, like board games and Jackbox and everything. We hosted and had people at our house and everything. Like, you know, like, sure, we still kind of sort of played video games, but, like, it's not, you know, the people that play video games and don't want to do anything with their lives are the people that were babied and handed things to them in life. And that's just the reality of it. I'm not saying that to be a dick or anything like that, but that's just how it is.
Yeah.
If you're handed things in life and you have no outlook on your life because you've just been handed everything, I mean, like, I don't blame you for having that outlook, but at the same time, it's like, you have to work for what you want in life, right?
Yeah. Like,
so
I went to school, I graduated with a bachelor's, and mind you, like, I put a shit ton of hours into gaming, and, like, definitely a lot more back when I was in college. Now that I'm out of college and, like, have a job in what I want to do, like, I'm a project manager, and, like, that's something that I wanted, like, fixated my life to do. After, like, a couple years into school, I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. So I focused on it, did it, moved away from my hometown, locked in, said, fuck it, we're going to make it work in the big city. We got here, we got the job. Like, I'm a runner. I go to the gym close to 3 times a week. I run every day. And it's like, yeah, I game, but like I consider myself a gamer, but like, motherfucker, we do stuff outside. We do stuff. And it's like...
Yeah. And video games cost money, bro. Like...
Yeah, this shit is an expensive habit. How do you expect people to play
video games if they don't get jobs? No, they do. They go to school, they get the bachelor's degree, and they do the big boy job so that they can buy video games and play them on the side.
Listen, motherfucker, the work that I put in to get where I'm at right now allowed me to buy Monster Hunter Wilds the day you could pre-order it.
I still need
if that doesn't scream we made it, fuck you.
Yeah, still need to do that. But excuse me. But yeah, like, I mean, fuck, the fucking PS5 Pro is gonna be like $800. Like, how do you think gamers get the money for that? Like, hello, we're not all content creators out there. We're not all just making fucking buttfuck money to where we can just spend it all, right? Like,
yeah,
the majority of people work. They have bachelor's degrees. They have careers, like, and they do games on the side, you know?
Yep.
Like, I hope people don't buy that PS5 Pro, but people will, so.
Yeah. Yeah, but, I mean, going back to the main topic, yeah, you kind of just, like, have to go out to date people. Like, apps are just fucking awful. Especially, like, alright, I'm probably gonna catch some, like, fucking...
Hot take.
I'm probably... No, it's not even a hot take. I'm just probably gonna catch some shit for this. But it's like... I put effort into a profile. Like, you know, I do my due diligence. Whatever. Put my thing. I slide. And then, like... You get a match or two, and then, like, you strike up a conversation, and there's fucking ghost town. Like, bro. Come on.
It's almost like, I mean, it's glorified social media apps.
Yeah.
If you don't present yourself well, you're not getting the clicks, right?
Yeah.
So, that's what makes it hard. And that's not how it should be, right?
Yeah. And, like...
It shouldn't be like that. You should be able to go out with people and have fun, and just, like, if nothing comes out of it, then nothing comes out of it. It's just like,
yeah,
you know, it's not a waste of time. It's called being social.
Yeah. And, like, even then, it's like one big struggle that I need to get over is just, like, that big social anxiety. My biggest thing, especially as a man, is coming off as creepy. Like, I don't want to do that. And so, it's like...
That is not your fault. It is the fault of women. And let me tell you why. Let me stop you right there. It is women's fault that men feel that way. Because women, what they tend to do is they tend to generalize things and put things in the face of the majority. All men are not trash. All men are not pedophiles. All men are not, like, creepy. And and social media, especially like women on social media, tend to generalize, and then people in the comments take that shit and run with it, right? So that's not even the fault of you. That's the fault of women, right there.
Yo, snaps.
I'm just being real. Like, why do men feel that way? It's because of women making them feel that way. Like, you should be totally fine to go up to a woman and say hi, like, you know, as a human. Not even like a man going up to a woman, just as a human. Just be like, yo, hey, like a shirt, like, you know, like, but women are so defensive about literally everything that it's like, oh my god, ew, get away from me, creep. Like, no.
Yeah, so like even like sometimes like dropping compliments is like something that I've been like doing, and it's like it's pretty subtle. It's like
you just say hi, and some women are like, what the fuck, why are you talking to me?
Yeah,
like, but
bad.
Who are you? Like, you're not fucking Banana Man on the fucking moon. You don't own the place. Fuck off. Like,
yeah. Like,
and people do that on social media, and then what does it get you? Fucking men being scared to even do anything and talk to any women. Like, no. That's not how women should be.
Yeah, it's tough. And I think I'm gonna try and just like be a little bit better about it, and just like be more acceptance.
Don't let women
of, like,
walk all over you, James.
Well, like, definitely like accept that rejection, kind of like, you know, that rejection therapy or whatever. And it's not like, I think the fear of being creepy or coming off as creepy is like completely valid, because I'm self-conscious about like how I'm talking to people and stuff. It's like I don't want to like freak people out or like make them uncomfortable.
I simply just disagree that it is not valid. Why? Because people that are creeps and pedophiles and everything are the minority. They are not the majority. So I just have to disagree with you there. That it's not fair to you that you have to consider that at all. Like, you should be able to just be you. You know what I mean? Like, it's so fucked up. Like, and I hate it. I don't know why I'm so passionate about this, but I am, and my voice is going away. But fucking, like, I don't know. I have a crap ton of guy friends that are in the same situation as you, and they say the exact same. It's like clockwork. They say the exact same thing. Like, well, I mean, like, women, a lot of the time, they think I'm creepy, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, that's not your fucking fault, bro. It's because stupid, dumb, bitch, blonde Karen bitch over here number one is like, ew, my Prada, like, don't touch me, my Prada, like, it's disgusting, if I'm being so real with you. Like, I simply don't agree. It's not valid. That's not an excuse to treat people like shit, okay? No.
That is fair. I will say that. It's like, I think we've definitely lost that sense of like being
it is valid
kind.
If somebody has gone through that in their life. That's valid. I'm not saying that. If you've gone through that in your life, like that, I'm so sorry for you. That is awful. And I myself have experienced some things in my life, but I won't delve into it. But, like, that's valid. But you treating people differently because of what happened to you is not valid. That is not what we do. Right?
I will agree.
You don't treat people differently just because something awful happened to you.
I will agree.
You get the help that you need and you move on, right?
I definitely think that while things like this happen, and it happens to a large majority of individuals, you know, I really like, I'm sorry that went, like, that happened to you, and I hope that you get the help that you need to sort of recover from that, but it's like,
that doesn't give you the green card.
My previous partner would always say this, and she was right. It's free to be nice. It genuinely is free to be nice, and being nice to people will always go even farther.
It'll get you so far in life, bro.
Like, it'll get you even farther in life than being like bitchy, like like slightly rude, condescending, or even like passive aggressive. Passive aggressiveness fucking sucks. And it's like, dude, like you wake up in the morning and it's like, dog, nobody even pissed you off today yet, and you're already pissed. But it's like kindness goes way farther than you think, and it doesn't even have to be huge. Like, I was at a restaurant and we had a waiter, super nice, super chill, and it's just being super nice to the waiter. And like, I know it's his job to be nice, but like, you could tell that like, because the way that I was responding to him and like smiling at him every time he'd pause, he might have been into me, whatever, but I'm gonna disregard that. But like, exchange a smile, be nice, and if there is a mistake or something like that, don't be fucking rude about it. Like, God forbid somebody on this earth makes a mistake and then you just light them up. No. We're all in this shit together. Be nice, be humble, and move on with your day.
Yep.
But yeah, I've been trying to get out of the shell of like, you just gotta go up and start talking to people, even if it's like men or women, because it's like, this is the only way that like I'm gonna like expose myself and expose my like personality and like charismatic being, because it's just that initial part, like that initial engagement, that's the hardest part. Because like once we're talking, we're good, we're golden. Like, I can carry a conversation, I can get things going, I can keep the ball rolling, I can like, we could keep it going for like days on end.
Yeah. And
it's just I just gotta get there, but it's hard.
You can do it.
It's hard.
Don't let women be bitches. You can do it. Yeah. Hey, hey, I'm going to say it here again. James. It's easy to be gay in 2024.
Yeah, but I'm not gay.
As our Lord and Savior and Father, what's his name? Northern Lion would say.
It's easy to be gay in 2024.
It's easy to be gay in 2024.
Exactly. 100%. I don't think I will go down that line. Mainly because
come
I'm just
like, you don't even dabble? Come on. You don't even dabble? Come on.
I can't. Women are just too hot.
So real. But women are bitches sometimes.
They do be bitches, but like, they're also hot. Sometimes I see, like, okay, this is gonna sound so bad, but like sometimes like I'll be like scrolling on like the dating app, and I'm like, part of me is like, there's like moods to it where I'm like, I'm like confident, I like feel good, and then like other times I feel sad and like, I don't want to do this, and then I see one girl and I'm like, she could totally destroy my life. Me. And I'm like, I swipe right and I'm like, I'm never gonna meet this person.
This woman could ruin my life.
This woman can ruin like 5 lifetimes.
Well, it's getting to be time. You want to end it? Yeah. I mean, we're about at 53. So
we're at 43 because of the thing, but I'm down to end it early.
Yeah. It's 7:13 and I haven't had dinner, so I should probably eat some food. We got
disagree.
Pizza. Nathan brought me pizza from his work. They had leftovers.
Yo.
I know. I'm so excited.
Yo, shout out company food. I low-key was craving Five Guys, I think, yesterday. And I was like, I'm just going to go to Five Guys for lunch. Realized that we were going to have a team lunch. Nobody could make up their mind. And I was like, Five Guys? Everybody was like, let's do it. And I'm like,
let's do it.
Did I just scam myself into free Five Guys? I sure did.
No, that's not a scam. That's 900 IQ.
That is 900 IQ. Nobody made up their mind. And I was like, Five Guys, let's do it. And everybody was like, okay, bet.
That's hog. That's so base.
Throw that shit on the company card. Call it another day.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna end here, but we're gonna get it up, and I don't know when, but James is coming to visit me. That's where I was going, but I couldn't get there.
I'll get it up before
in T-minus almost.
I'll get it up before I leave to Philly.
Yeah, in T-minus 48 hours, James will be at my house.
Yes, sir. I'm just listening to this song, bro. It's going crazy.
And only feeding bread and
exactly
water.
How this ends. I let you cut me open just to watch me play. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be.